We're live on the social media platforms. I could name off. We'd be here all day. So let's not do that. Let's do this instead. Stand by. 1, 3, 5, 7.
Round 1 of the Masters is underway in Augusta, Georgia. Florida's Tiger Woods teed off this morning as he seeks his 6th green jacket.
My compliments, little lady. Come on,
FLA Orlando.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check.
Hello and welcome to BaaD Radio. BaaD stands for Business at a Distance. This is a show about local businesses and business networking. We are here in the News Radio WFLA Orlando studio for a full 2 hours from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I am your host, Angela Smarrito, and in the studio with me we have our producer, Melissa Fox. And next to me we have our other Melissa, Melissa Jacob with Striking Brand.
How did I become the other Melissa so fast?
Oh my God. Oh, I can switch it around.
No.
Traffic totals call the safetouchsecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477
BaaD Radio
from the traffic
videos
center. I'm
for
James
a long time now. So
this report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, former President Donald Trump indicted by a grand jury in New York. So does this mean that he can still run for president? Absolutely. I'm going to explain to you what the law says. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
I'm going to introduce our first guest today. Unfortunately,
this
Renee
is the Bowl
Gonzalez
champion, Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Rachel's adult daycare wasn't able to make it into the studio today because she has to be back at a hard 1:30. So we have Renee on the phone. How are you, Renee?
The Magic have their rematch with the Cavaliers.
Doing good. Thank you for joining us today.
Home game of the season after falling to Cleveland
let everybody know
and history was made by the Rays
a
with their
little bit about
sweep-clinching win
what
over Washington
the right
yesterday.
choice
They're
is.
the first team since 1884
I like the fact that it actually
to
says
win
it
their
in
first
the
6 games
in the
by
title
4
of
runs.
it, adult
Scott
daycare.
Davidson.
But I know
Stunning
there's
design,
a lot more to it than
unmatched intelligence, and a compact, ready for anything build.
Okay,
Sometimes
so
exceptional
the
is the
Center,
rule.
we provide service for seniors, and actually it could be anyone 18 and older. It doesn't have to necessarily be a senior.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yes, we also can help them with different services as they are going through their journey with either Alzheimer's, dementia, or any other type of diagnosis that keeps them home, not able to get out as often as they'd like. We could do private duty at home. We have PT, OT, speech, mental health counseling. We help them get their application started if they need any type of financial aid or any finances to help with care. So we do a lot more than just the adult daycare. We focus on actually helping them through their whole journey for the caregiver and for the client so that they have a purpose every day. We give them a purpose.
No, that's actually wonderful. Have you heard of them before?
I've never heard. This is the first time, so I'm super interested. Yeah, I, when you said anyone over 18, that I did not think that. I immediately thought of the older generation. Yeah.
Well, the way that I always saw it was it's a place where, you know, if you have your elderly parents that are living with you, one or the other, and they're not set up, or they're not needing to go to assisted living, but they don't want to. They can't sit at home and do nothing all day. You drop them off in the morning, and I've actually seen the facility before, and they have all sorts of activities, and they do cater to all of them, and they're super fun. So let's backtrack a little bit. When did you open, and where are you located at?
So we opened in 2018, and we are located in Lake Mary, 590 Reinhardt Road. Okay. And, you know, with the last 4 years, it's kind of been a roller coaster, but we are still here by the graces of God. So I think we're going to try to keep moving on and going forward.
Mm-hmm. So when the last time, it's probably been about 2 years since we spoke. When we talked initially, did you actually have all of those other things that you provided, or was it just the adult daycare? I can't remember, to be honest with you.
We were actually just breaking into the other services. We started doing them more so as things started changing. We started doing more of the other services.
So walk us through the process. I mean, let's just say, you know, my mother has come to live with us, and I wanted to use the right choice. So how would we go about getting started?
So first of all, I guess the biggest thing is having it introduced to families, and that's one of the hardest things I think we've been trying to conquer is having people know about what we do or that this service even exists.
Yes.
So it would normally stem from case managers, social workers, or your physician that you go to. If you just say, I'm really tired, I need some respite care. Hopefully that will trigger, oh, yeah, there's an adult daycare. But that's what we're hoping for.
Right.
Most people, like I said, don't know about this service. But if you Google it and you come to find out about it, the first step would be coming in, taking a tour, and then we assess your family member. It's an application. It's a very simple application. Tuberculosis, a physical, and they can start.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, we like to have them come, at least 2 days a week. If they would like to come more, that's great. It really just depends on what the family is looking for. But at least 2 days a week, because then this way they get to interact, they socialize, they make new friends here. They do their therapy while they're here, physical therapy, occupational, whatever therapy they may be needing. And, together, it's sort of like becomes sort of a little social group, if you will. So they kind of look forward to seeing each other. They're friends.
Yeah.
They may not remember when they get home that they have a friend here, but while they're here, they're friends.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's wonderful. And I think that you're right, though, to establish a routine. And I mean, routines are important with young children. I can imagine that routines are important for adults as well. So you're saying, so you let them do like a trial. So we would be able to bring mom there and have, check it out for a day or two, correct?
Correct. Correct. Just to see how it's going to, they're going to mingle well. And a lot of the times it's to keep them home longer. But in most cases, most people really can't afford to send them to assisted living.
Right.
And when they get to the point where they need to go somewhere, I think families don't even realize that that's all out of pocket. Insurance doesn't cover that.
Yeah,
and so when you're looking at, minimum $3,500 a month for someone to go into a facility, that's a lot of money for some people. Maybe for some people it's easy, an easier avenue, but for most people, that's a lot. So
definitely.
Having them come to the center, it's actually cost efficient. And you still can keep them home in the evenings. Now, if you just need a break, because, they've come to the center a couple days a week, but you're at work, the weekend rolls around, maybe you need a long weekend, you want to take off your husband, just kind of a little getaway or something, we offer respite care. The minimum is 3 to 4 days a week. Mm-hmm. Some people, you need to stay 3 weeks or a month. We could do it for 3 days. You just want a weekend, you drop them off on Friday, caregiver will pick them up, keeps them at her place all the way till Monday, drops them off back here, you pick them up on Monday. You had a 3-day weekend.
Wow, that's really amazing. So talk to me about, the open hours.
That's what I was about to ask.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we open from 7:30 to 5, Monday through Friday.
So they have to pick up by 5?
Yeah, they have to pick up by 5.
Mm-hmm. Are you moving stuff around? I can hear,
No. Does it sound like I'm moving? No. I'm in the office, actually.
Maybe just the connection. That sounds like when you mentioned that they do physical therapy and things like that too, that seems like it's like a 3-way beneficial thing, so that they're getting their physical therapy. You're able to do that in the same place that you're able to socialize and kind of get out. And then, the other family members, if they need a break, then they get that break too. So it just seems like a really good solution for not just, I need a place to go.
Right. Well, I think it's really important for their well-being, because, I think that when somebody ends up like you said, if they don't have something to look forward to, then they deteriorate faster. I don't know, Renee, what do you think about that?
Well, the thing is they could deteriorate faster, but the depression starts to set in. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a purpose, your whole life, you get up, you work, that's your purpose. And then now you find yourself in a situation where you can no longer work, or you really don't have anywhere to be. Right. So you find yourself without purpose. So that becomes very depressing, and the walls start to close in on you. And yes, you will start to decline quicker, but not necessarily because of your diagnosis. It could be more so because of the depression. So, I mean, it's nice to have a place to go, and we give them a lot of exercise. I mean, tomorrow we're closed, so we're like doubling up on the exercise today just to make sure that they have enough to get through the weekend. But, I mean, honestly, I just think that having a place like this is important for a lot of people. And I just wish more people would utilize the service and, that we could get the word out there with the physicians, because I do think that this is a better alternative than placing them in a home. Don't get me wrong. There's some people that they have to place because they have no choice.
Yeah.
But if you do have a choice and you have an opportunity to keep your family member home, I think this is, a better solution for you.
I think that you're right. And we're going to talk more about that when we get back from break, so don't go away.
I'm sorry, I can't do an ending. It's relatively long.
Yeah. So, Renee, when you hear that music, can you hear the music? Can she hear the music?
She should.
I don't hear it right now.
But you did. Okay. So whenever that music comes on, that's our 30-second mark, and so we have to wrap it up like we're going. So like right now, when this plays on Sunday, we'll be in commercial break right now. So
all right, the next segment we're gonna have to do 9 minutes because we literally went a minute over. Okay, which is fine as long as we total 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll leave that in your capable hands.
I got that. And a question maybe for Renee: how did you make it through COVID?
Yeah.
You were open, right?
I struggled.
Okay, hang on,
Yeah,
darling.
yeah.
I know you did. Hang on. Okay, let me just finish getting out of this. And then, so this is going to run on Easter Sunday. If anyone's religious, you might want to mention that. Just saying, you never knows. All right, 4, 9, 2, 3. Looks like the old folks are awake. You were asking. She's really do-si-doing. All right.
I'm just not used to the background noise.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to do. All right, here we go.
You ready, Renee?
I'm ready.
Sorry, another problem. While I was talking with you, I drug over something I didn't mean to. Hang on. I just doubled up. If you hold the button too long, it went over the top of the second commercial. Let's just put it that, or the entrance. So now I'm trying to.
This is all behind the scenes stuff.
It's pretty clever, and that's what you get to hear on the old radio. I'm just gonna put it right there. Okay, let's see if we can find it. All audio, really? BaaD Radio is not in there. Hang on, still working for it. It just disappeared, like I said. Let's see if I can undo it. Nope.
You don't have the undo button?
Control Z.
Yeah, it doesn't work on this program. I don't think. I'll try. Nope. That was a no, ladies. All right, hang on. I'm just going to close out what I'm doing and go right back in and find this damn thing. I am so sorry. As you see on the social, look what happens every once in a while. It happens, man.
And the thing is that Melissa gets on our case for taking time.
Oh, you hush, lady.
And then she's over here, and we're all just calm. We're like, no problem.
If I push this button that says mute, is that so I can cough right here?
Yes. You know what? Yeah, but don't cough in her direction because it'll just come out in the back. Like that. Not much.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. That practice.
All right. Display event info. Okay. 5:50. Where is it? It's in shows. Okay. I am looking. One more time. All right. Yeah, I don't know what she's done, but it does it seems important.
It must be.
Yeah, right? 5, 6. 2 more seconds. I'm going to find it. It's going to happen because...
We're willing it.
You're willing it to happen. Yes. 6, 0,
manifesting.
5, 0.
Yep.
Manifest it. Wait, I got it. It's coming. I hear it.
Woohoo!
Boy, this was a lot of work. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I feel like I should put my face back on the internet. Just to clarify that I'm an F-up. Not really.
Not really.
It happens.
It's been one of those days.
Hi, I'm an asset. All right. Oh, intro. There's intro. Oh, there's the rejoin. Rejoice. Yay. Rejoice. Woo-hoo. She has risen. I'm so sorry. All right. Before we continue, now I have to go back and get the other place. This is ridiculous.
Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't my fault this time. All right. Segment dose. Yes. 7 seconds. Oh, yeah. Oh. Is she back yet? Mm-mm. Oh, don't you?
What's happening?
Nah, computer's trying to crap me over.
Stuff and things.
I didn't do it. Hold on. Yeah, stuff and things, basically computer. Crapola. All right, and there's only one to deal with computer. Why?
I am so sorry.
It's okay. All right, we're going to try this again. It's okay, really. The whole thing just took a dumpy doo.
That's never good.
No, it's not. I'm waiting for it to realize that it needs to come back for me. So.
Renee, sorry about that. Just hang on, okay?
Hang on, Renee.
We've got
it's okay. Give me just 1 minute. The health department just walked in, guys. Okay. Give me 1 second. Mm-hmm. 1 second.
Oh, my God. Why won't this go away? It won't close. It won't open. It's like, no, you're not done.
We're stuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn it. What did I do? Question. Close. All right, I'm just going to time it out on the... I'm going to time it out, baby. I love how you guys are all working on this. It's broke. I'm going to have to restart this thing.
Okay.
If I can even log out. Yes, please log me out. Okay. I think I reset it. All right. Is she back? No. Yeah. All right, folks. This lull is kind of a computer error. You see, once in a while when you rely on computers and now AI, like ChatGPT, you can't get it all done. You could have them write about a country song, write a country song with beer and all that, and it'll kick one out in a second. But, when you really need it to work for you, it's like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So there we are.
I hear you.
Okay. What the hell? What? What are you doing to me? This computer.
It's playing a late April Fool's joke on
Apparently so, because now we can't find the first segment. Yeah, don't even ask. No, I know. No. All right, there it is. It's come back now. Okay. Don't ask. I was scared for a second. It was like 11 seconds.
Is Renee back?
Renee, are you back? No.
No.
Okay. Well, we're almost near her window. So let's, you want to just come back and she'll just join us, I'm sure. You'll hear her fumbling.
I know, but I'm at...
Well, you got to do your news and everything, don't you?
Well, I was going to do the networking news last.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Hang on. Let me get her back.
Renee.
Yeah. Like I said, this is not working out for me so good.
But anyway, folks, this is what happens sometimes during a radio show that is pre-recorded for air this Easter Sunday between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Oh, and you can always listen on the iHeartRadio app, which is really cool, because if you're listening to WFLA starting on Monday, all listeners go into a contest without even having to sign up. But you're listening to WFLA Orlando on the iHeartRadio app. You are going to be in the run automatically for $5,000. Yeah.
What?
We're using the iHeartRadio app. If you're listening there, they're automatically going to put you in the run for $5,000.
$5K, people.
Starting Monday. I know, right? And of course, we all have that contest going on too for winning $1,000. But this one, they just put you right in. Yeah, she's not there.
You know what? I guess we'll start the networking news, and if she hops on, then...
Oh, no.
You're not ready, or you just want to play around? What's the problem?
I am getting ready right now. I was thinking I had this segment to...
I'm going to do the Froggers live read, and then I'm going to say that we are speaking with Renee, but she had to step off for a minute, so we're going to switch over to the networking news.
Okay. Sounds good to me. All right. No and yes. Things are working. Oh, feels good. All right. Stand by.
Welcome back to BaaD Radio, brought to you by Premier Couple Superstore, because a couple that plays together stays together.
And welcome back. This portion of BaaD Radio is brought to you by Froggers Bar and Grill. Looking for a place to go with friends or meet new ones? Then you're looking for Froggers. With 4 great locations, there's bound to be one near you. Come with friends or bring the family for some food and fun. And don't miss out on Froggers' amazing menu where everything is fresh, never frozen. Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs. Froggers, hopping with food and fun. So this portion of BaaD Radio, we're talking with Renee Gonzalez with Right Choice Adult Daycare over the phone, but she had to step off the phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to run over to the networking news. So I know that Melissa's working on that. Do you have the live ready?
How come she doesn't have an intro?
It's a day.
I don't know.
My phone, my trusty phone isn't loading.
Okay.
We're gonna blame it on
it's not just me.
Oh no, it's just it's on board. All right. I can do that. I'll do for this. The networking news is brought to you by Live Your Best Life. Live Your Best Life is an independent advocate for Green Compass USDA certified organic hemp products. They offer a complete range of products, including hemp, wellness, targeted health, personal care, performance, even products for our furry friends, which I'm very interested in getting some of that. To get more info on these products or become a consultant, call Terry at 407-616-3145. All right, so for the networking news, Melissa and I were talking a little bit about networking. And see, I'm an extrovert. I don't know if anybody can tell, but yes, I have an outgoing personality.
Yeah, especially if anybody has been around Angela in person. It's very obvious.
Yes. But Melissa, on the other hand, she says she's an introvert, right?
So I'm the exact opposite. So when it comes to networking, BNI, I know we talk about it like every episode now, but BNI has helped me a lot. But honestly, at the beginning, as a business owner, you have to do networking. That's how you build your business. So I'm going to be totally honest, embarrass the crap out of myself, but I would go to these events and then just want to be in the bathroom until things started. That free mingle thing, it makes me so uncomfortable.
Well, did you pre-write what you were going to say?
No.
And things? Nope. Okay,
no,
so
we didn't prepare.
Yeah.
we were just we're just one foot in front of the other, just getting there. So, I thought it would be good to share some networking tips for people who are introverts and maybe don't love, because even in my chapter, there are some people who you can tell are don't love this. We don't love just talking to everybody type thing.
Can I get a pen and paper?
Yeah. So I'm just going to go through a couple of tips that I found online. This is on topresume.com. One of the suggestions is to ask for introductions. So if you're going into a group, you can ask the organizer of the event, or maybe if you know just one person, you could ask them, tell them what you do, and then ask them who in this group do you think I should meet, help direct me.
Okay.
Because that way, especially if it's someone who organizes the event, they're more familiar with everybody and can kind of link you up with someone who you'll relate more with.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I shy, even though I'm an extrovert, I shy away from the people that come right up to me and get right up in my face and are like, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Where are you from?" And I'm
it's overwhelming.
I'm just okay. You know what? personal space.
Okay.
And then I will veer around away from somebody that's that outgoing.
Oh my gosh, that's interesting because I am that way, but I'm that way about a lot of people. So that's interesting that you're like that too. Another thing is you should prepare some unusual questions and icebreakers. So a lot of times people get asked the same sorts of things and it gets kind of monotonous and makes the conversation less interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that I could have done is prepared ahead of time, like I was talking about, and come up with just some icebreakers that people don't usually hear, you know.
I mean, I think in BNI they've asked some icebreakers that I've been like, what? Like if you're going to the moon and you could bring one thing, what's the one thing that you would bring? And I'm like,
I don't get that.
Dumb.
Doesn't even relate to what am I actually learning about this person? I don't know. There have been other ones, so I don't know.
I mean, like, where are you planning your next vacation? I like that one because that helps me learn something about what what they're planning on doing. Are they do they want to go to Jamaica or do they want to go over to the UK? That gives me a little insight into that person.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Definitely. Another one would be to put away your phone. I mean, that one's obvious because it's going to be a crutch.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you another story too, because we do have time for this too.
I love it.
Is we had 4 to 5 people apply for the mortgage seat in my BNI chapter, right? And there was 2 front runners, and I'm not going to name them by names, but again, they both had a great appearance. They both were doing very well. Well, they were both in like one meeting and the presenter was up. And as he spoke, one of the front runners spent the time on his phone, scrolling through his phone, which just got him booted out of the seat.
Automatically.
Yeah. And so, and I was like, I'm sorry, because it was my it was my guest. Yeah. It was my person. And so, when the time came for me to tell him, I said, listen, you did great. I'm like, but you got to put the phone down.
Oh, that's good that you told him that.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, if he's not paying attention, was it the first time was at that chapter?
No,
he went a couple times because he's in the running.
Yeah,
okay, got it.
Because he would, like I said, we had 5 people,
right? And
he made it to the top 2 of who we were going to decide between, and like I said, he lost the spot.
Right.
Well, he could have still lost the spot, but that's what it was like. That just. Made him out the door.
Especially when you're brand new to it, you want to
you gotta pay attention
on the phone. Yeah. So another tip would be to keep your energy up, which I'm reading this and I'm like, that's easy to say, but when you're an introvert, that's a little bit difficult. But basically, just fueling up, like hydrating before you get through the door.
The problem with that, though, is that you got to pee all the time.
I know. Well, let's not don't get carried away. Don't show up with like one of those camel backpack things or anything like that. But like, I don't know. Definitely, I wouldn't say if you're very much so an introvert, I wouldn't say, drink a bunch of drinks before, but maybe like, 1 shot or something like that.
Oh, you mean like food?
I mean, you could hydrate, but also I think that just like the smallest amount of something might loosen you up. I'm not saying to get hammered. Do not get hammered.
Resume.com did not say this.
No, that part I definitely added on. That part I added on. But
because then like you're talking to somebody and they're like,
oh yeah, no, we're not. That's not what I mean.
Was that tequila I smell?
That's not what I mean. That's a very bad first impression. But yeah, those are some certain things. And if you know about yourself, I'm going to be a little bit nervous. Just expect that awkwardness and just like push through it. Because a lot of times you think so much like people are looking at me and people are like judging everything I'm doing and nobody's paying attention.
Oh, I know. I mean, and lots of times, well, on that same sense, it's like if you're already going to be nervous, don't chug a bunch of energy drinks before that either, because that's just going to make you sweat like crazy.
Look a little manic.
But I mean, like even like I said, I don't like being in a networking situation where. Because lots of times a lot of these in-person chapters do 100%, or it's like you have open networking for the first couple of minutes, and it's so loud, and you're literally like screaming over. You're sitting, everybody breaks off into like subgroups, and then you're literally screaming at each other to hear each other.
Right.
And I don't like that either.
Right. I hate the free. Yeah. I hate the free mingling stuff. Like that's so hard.
I shut down, but I can't. When I have to yell at somebody, I'm just like, I will honestly say this is not my favorite time, and I'll go sit in my seat and Yeah, I mean, I had my BNI chapter this morning, and when it was over, I bolted. Not because I don't want to talk to everybody, because I don't like that. I don't like that chaotic kind of feel.
Like more the one-to-ones and things like that. So that's what definitely for introverts. Like I'm so much better with those one-to-ones than doing the whole group thing. So I guess another tip would be if you do go to one of these larger networking events, and ask that coordinator, like, hey, this is what I do. Who should I talk to? If you can make like, one or two valuable connections and then go ahead and book like a one-to-one right after, that's going to get you so much further than trying to like meet everybody in the room and like put yourself so much more out of your comfort zone. You can like actually make progress.
No, I think that's an excellent idea, is to be prepared ahead of time and to try to get that connection, because you're right. That's what you want to do, is that you want to get that one-to-one. So doing your homework beforehand and finding out who you want to meet is an excellent idea. All right, that music means we're going to break. So that was actually a lot of fun, and I think we might continue this conversation when we get back from break. So stay tuned.
You're listening to BaaD Radio on News Radio WFLA Orlando.
So we lost our guest.
To the State Department, no less.
What does that mean?
It means she's probably getting an inspection of some sort.
Are they always like surprised?
They're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be.
Well, you know what? My other guest might be here, so we can either...
Is he good enough to give 6 segments to?
I mean, I think so. Or, yeah. So let's just do that. We'll bring him in now. Okay. All right. I'm going to say come to... Is that going to mess you up if we do 6 segments with him?
Not at all, because one of them's in this hour has got to be 9 segments.
All right, I'm telling him to come to the 4th floor.
Resetting. Is he here? Okay. Okay, see you in a minute. I forgot I had to do a 9-minute segment. Poor people hanging out on the internet. I'm going to pause it for a second. Okay.